Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Let's see here. Let's go to Brian, line 1 in Florida. Brian, good evening. What's on your mind?
Dominic, it's your Cortland brother from another Cortland mother.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. Fantastic. How are you, man?
I'm doing well.
Good. You know, it's funny. It's funny that you're calling tonight. And let me just bear with me for a second, because I wasn't going to mention this, and I'm not going to say who it is, but I lost a friend tonight of 40 years that I went to Cortland with, right? I'm not going to say her name because she's got Trump derangement syndrome. And she just can't live with the fact that I'm saying nice things about President Trump. So this 40-year relationship, we were both freshmen together at Cortland.
EOP?
Yeah, EOP, yes. The summer EOP. And I have a video up now saying President Trump is not a racist. I'm not one of these politicians that deliver one message. You know, I'm not a politician to begin with, but deliver one message to one community, another message. My message is universal. I say what I mean what I say, and I say what I know to be fact. The man is not a racist. This woman is blowing a gasket. She's like, my account has to be, somebody had to hack my account. There's no way that I could say something like that. Can you help me? And you went to Cortland. Why are people in such denial and in such Trump derangement syndrome? I've known this woman 40 years and ended the relationship tonight.
Funny, but not funny that I say that, because, you know, I was in a fraternity. I'm in a fraternity. And I've seen the stuff that I've seen on Facebook is just insane.
This was on Facebook.
The derangement syndrome of brothers and, you know, guys that I thought, you know, were friends, and just and Dominic, what's crazy is, and this isn't even like one out of like 1,000. Any person that I know that stops talking to somebody about politics, every single one of them is not conservative or Republican.
Wow.
I mean, is that the case with you, or?
Well, no. In this case, I cut her off because I can accept that. I could accept the stupid comments from some ignorant person that don't know what they're talking about. But this is somebody I went to school with. And if you feel this way, this strongly, you know how to reach me privately, meaning she knows how to send me an email or to text me. And you're grandstanding online because you are of color and you can't accept that a man of color is a supporter of Trump. And like I said to this person, I said, is it possible that maybe I know something about the political process that you don't know? Or maybe I know something about President Trump that you don't know? And she went through this litany of things, all based on race, of why I should not back Trump. I just find it's maddening to me. And it's 40 years, Brian. I've known this woman 40 years.
Well, it's crazy, and I don't think the listeners really have an understanding of you and your experience at Cortland. I do, and you were even 10, 15 years before me, and I, you know, and playing basketball and just being a guy that's just, you know, friendly with everybody.
Right. I
had friends in EOP, and there were like maybe 18 EOP students at that time, and I was 90 to 95. So when you were there, there probably weren't too many more than that. I mean, what you have done, Dominic, seriously, you're an amazing guy, man. You really are. Like, and the listeners don't have any. I don't think most of them really get the experience that you have gone through your entire life. Let alone just go back to high school and go back to Cortland. What you experienced, what you went through, and to have the views that you do is nothing other than you working hard and doing what you did.
Thank you. Thank you. And that's exactly what it is. It's not because I just love President Trump because I have nothing else to do. It's because I'm all in the nitty gritty in the political process, and the man is a winner. And the fact of the matter is, Kamala Harris was the worst thing that could ever. And of course, she backed Kamala Harris. And I didn't even attack her on, how could anybody in their right mind support that woman? I mean, it's funny you called tonight, Brian, because it's like, I'm just, and I wasn't going to bring this up. I really wasn't. A 40-year relationship ended tonight because she couldn't keep her hatred of Trump in check and tried to challenge me.
Yeah, no, I see how it's blinded people of decades-long relationships, let alone family members. And again, like I said, it's not even. It's just I hate to say it, but it's one side that just anyone that I know that has stopped talking to somebody over this ridiculous stuff is, you're 30, 40 years, 5 years, 10 years. It's Democrats and liberals and non-Republicans that are doing it. And not that there's not that there aren't Republicans that are doing it, but it's just amazing. I've lived up and down both coasts. I've worked for 3 Fortune 5 companies, for the second largest companies in 4 different industries, and I know a lot of people. I've lived in a lot of places. I've traveled around the world. And so I know what it's like in Baltimore. I know what it's like in Philadelphia. I know what it's like in New York. I know what it's like in San Francisco. I've seen what works and what doesn't because I've lived there.
Thank you.
Yep.
And, she's an educator that's worked in maybe 1 or 2 markets. She's worked in Florida, I believe, her entire life. Yeah. What do you know about the world?
Dominic, I have friends that are teachers in New York. They literally, they're in the same town that we grew up in. They've taught in maybe the district next to them. They've had one job their entire lives and are about to retire very well.
Right.
And they deserve it.
Right.
And they're going to tell me about business and what works and what doesn't, and governments and what works and what doesn't. And they've literally done one thing their entire lives in one little area. And they're going to tell me what works and what doesn't.
Well, I can tell you, Brian, my eyes were opened in the '88 presidential campaign. So I'm out of grad school and I'm assigned to travel around the country 24 hours a day covering the presidential campaign of Jesse Jackson. And what was eye-opening to me, this is not to slight any community. Jackson, of course, his base was the black community. And every black community we went to all across the country, just like you just said, as you've done in business, but every black community we went to all had the same common denominators in terms of you turn on the local news at 6 or 11 in these cities all across America. And the black community, they were all the same. There's a Dr. King Boulevard somewhere, and they were all, this is back in '88, all distressed communities. You turn on the newscast, it was the same lead story, just changed the names and the specific crime. And so you could see these trends building going way back then to '88. And so that's been my experience. Every day I was in a different city, a different state, but yet it was the same headline over and over and over again. And I'm being honest with you, Brian, I would often say, my wife would do the same. Please tell me the suspect is not black. Male black. Police are looking for male black. Male black. Male black. Male black. And people, we're just delusional. We don't want to be honest about, and I'm about being honest. It's as simple as that. So what's on your mind, Brian?
Yeah, no. So speaking of delusional, just so many times I'll put the TV on and it's on an NBC channel or CBS from the sports that I watched the day before, right? So
okay.
Today's a great example. I was watching golf yesterday and I turn on today and CBS is on and Holman's on. I mean, and that guy, he's so great. He should be. He is.
He's the real deal.
He is the real deal. And delusion. The guy's been there for 40 years. He got presidential commendations from Obama.
Absolutely.
So it's like, okay, he's this or that, but he wasn't when when ICE deported 3 million immigrants under Obama. That was okay. That wasn't, that was okay. But now it's not. So yeah, it's good to see him as the mouthpiece now.
Absolutely.
Because,
and not just the mouthpiece, the man getting the job done. Period.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
Hey, Brian, nothing but love going out to you. You see, I really feel that it was in the stars for this to get out tonight because I wasn't going to tell the story.
Dominic, I'm always, I really do have this, I've got this feeling about things that are meant to be and things happen. It's just, it's good, man. I really appreciate you, man. It's good to talk to you every now and then. Look forward to the next time.
Absolutely. Thank you for the wonderful call. So, folks, I kid you not. So, 1982, I'm coming out of the projects, the Throgs and Neck houses, and I'm praying that I'm going to make it in college. My family didn't have much money. My stuff was put into a duffel bag, and I was given maybe $40. That was it. And I had a bus ticket to get to Cortland, New York. And the rest was on me, period. Almost like what you hear these football players, what they go through. And I get up to Cortland, New York. I get off the bus, and, I wasn't hung up on race. There were maybe this was the Summer Institute. We had to prove ourselves in the summer and to get up to date so that we wouldn't just come in like the rest of the freshmen in September and then, flunk out of school because we just weren't ready. And so this young lady, I'm not going to say her name, I ended it because she was so foul with her Facebook comments tonight. She came in from Nyack, New York, and I came in from the Bronx, New York. And we were both looking to the stars. I had $40 in a duffel bag. And most of the students were like me that came in to the Summer Institute. And so she went on to be a teacher, and I went on to be a journalist. But let me tell you how people are absolute phonies. So as long as I was out there fighting on behalf of the black community, then I was a hero. Then I could walk on water. As long as I was covering police brutality, then I was a hero, and then I could walk on water. I'm the same guy that did those things, but I'm now much more mature with the political process. I'm mature to the degree of supporting police 1,000%. I'm mature enough to have gotten off that Democrat plantation and think for myself. And because of that, you should have heard the way this woman was on. It's like she was talking to President Trump. I don't want to read her comments because I don't want to embarrass her like that. But I've known this woman 40 years. 40 years. We were never romantically involved. I've known her 40 years. And she threw it all away tonight because of her Trump derangement syndrome. And she's basically demanding that I go against President Trump. So I don't have my own brain. I can't make my own decisions. I do this for a living. You are playing politics. You're reading what you see on social media and maybe in the newspapers. This is what I do for a living. I am an expert at this. So there's a reason why I'm supporting Trump.